everyone. Welcome to this week's Sunday Night Alive. Uh, Today is Sunday, July 19th, and we are talking about being a spiritual revolutionary tonight in honor of this month's book that we're studying at the Center for Spiritual Living at Cape Coral, which is Spiritual Liberation by Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith. And our topic for Sunday, both at the center and for Sunday Night Alive this week, is the beloved community, which is one of my favorite topics because I think community is the point, that we are in this together and we don't really act like it most of the time, and it starts with us. So before we take a deep dive into that, I'm going to speak a blessing and also let you know that if you wish to support Sunday Night Live through a tithe or a gift or a love offering as a way of speaking your appreciation, you can do that. Obviously, it's not required because this is all free. But if you wish to do that, you can do that through text to give for the Center for Spiritual Living, which is area code 239-320-3820. You have to set up text to give one time if you've never done it before, but then moving forward, you only have to text to that number, put in the amount you wish to give, followed by SNA, which ensures that your donation goes to Sunday Night Alive. Or if you've been with me for a while, because I've been doing this since COVID, you can also use the old way, which was to PayPal or Zelle to revdschubert@gmail.com. And so let's just take a moment and get centered. The Sunday Night Live is a 30-minute experience. I'm going to talk for a few minutes on the topic and invite us into a learning moment, a shifting moment, and then we will meditate together on this idea. Obviously, you're meditating where you are and I'm meditating where I am, but I can't see you. You can see me, but it won't be very interesting because I'm going to be meditating with you. So there will be a mantra or an affirmation that you can take into your meditation, and we'll just be here together for a little while, and then I'll bring us back and pray us out for the evening. So take a moment before we take a deep dive into our topic. Just let's take a moment and get yourself centered. You've probably been out and about all day long. I know I have. So we want to gather up all that external energy and bring it home. Just allow yourself a moment to feel your breath, a moment to feel your emotions and your thoughts. See if there's any way you can soften, relax, let go, and become 100% present to our being here together right now. And be open heart, open mind, receptive to some idea, receptive to some healing, receptive to some change, receptive to something that might have a very wonderful and positive effect on your lives this week. I know that's why I come here. It lifts me up, it reminds me who I really am, and allows me to deal with the world in a whole new, different way. And I can tell you, most people need to deal with the world in a whole new, different way. And so, blessing our time together, knowing that it is good, we just let it unfold in its perfection together by saying, and so it is. So, this... So the beloved community was actually a term coined by Josiah Royce and was introduced to mainstream America by Martin Luther King in 1949 during a sermon in which he talked about the beloved community. And he talked about the beloved community being an expression of agape love, which means unconditional love. And this idea that we are intimately entwined with one another, that we are connected, that we live in a field of unity and oneness. This is not how we live, but it is the truth about our existence. You know, one of the wonderful analogies that I like to use is, well, one of the things we say is I am a unique and individualized expression of God, or a unique and individualized expression of the infinite, or of universal intelligence. Unique, unique and individualized. So what this means is really we're all the same, yet different. Think about zebras. Zebras, in the mind of God, a zebra is a zebra. They're all the same. They kind of look roughly the same. They kind of act roughly the same. Yet each zebra is a little bit different. Its stripes are different. Its personality is different. So unique and individualized expression of the zebra. You and I are exactly the same way, that we all are the same. We have eyes, we have a nose, we have a throat, we have kidneys and a heart and a spleen and lungs. We all eat, we all eliminate. We're the same. In the mind of God, we are the same. And yet some of us are tall and some of us are short. Some of us live in Italy. Some of us live in South America. But those different stripes don't mean that it's bad or that it's wrong or that somebody's better than somebody else. That's all human driven. That's all ego driven. None of it's true. That every single human being, no matter where they are on this planet, no matter what color they are, no matter what country they're in, God did not make countries. God did not make races. God did not make politicians. God just creates love out of itself. So the beloved community is based on oneness. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, said, the only problem anywhere is separation. Separation meaning, I don't like you because you don't think like me. I have to destroy you because you don't live like me. You're bad because you don't practice what I practice. This is truly how we think, and it's a source of all discord, the source of all violence, the source of everything we don't want, and that we want somebody else to take care of. But that's all, none of that's real. That is, we're trained, we're conditioned. The Buddha would call that the conditioned self. The conditioned self is taught to see separation. Ernest Holmes said the only solution to any problem is unity or oneness, of this coming together in the awareness that we are all brothers and sisters, all of us. Now, this might sound naive because I watch the news sometimes just like you. I see the problems just like you. But as spiritual revolutionaries, we are called upon to bring to the table spiritual values, a new set of rules to live by. Spiritual revolutionaries bring and express kindness and compassion, forgiveness, love, tolerance, patience. And this doesn't mean anything if you're just hearing me as a talking head, blah, blah, blah. You have to look into your own soul. You have to see where you create separation. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it in your language. You'll see it in your conversations with other people. You'll see it in how you think. You'll see it in your fears. You'll see it when you get ready to travel. You'll see that somehow there is this separation. But the problem with it is we all need a tribe. We need community. We need each other. We do. And we need each other to love and be loved, to support and be supported, to care for and be cared for. And everybody wants that, everybody. My Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral, all centers for spiritual living, all unity churches, even other religions. In my world, the value of the Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral is community. It's a place where people can go that's positive, affirmative, accepting, tolerant, where people can learn how to get along with people who don't think like them, who don't look like them. That's what a spiritual revolutionary does. Now, Michael Beckwith, in his book, Spiritual Liberation, and in the chapter on the beloved community, says, we are not here to save the world. Now, think about this before I give you the rest of the sentence, that if we think that we're here to fix other people or to fix what's wrong, we're going to feel a little exhausted or a little impotent or a little not competent, because you and I on our own cannot fix the serious problems our planet finds itself in. But he says, it's all right. We're not here to save the world. We are here to serve an emerging paradigm, an emerging new idea of love, connection, and generosity of heart. And so we're asked to change our ways. We're asked to change our minds. We're asked to, I like the term spiritual revolutionary because it implies and points to the idea that this would be a revolution of values. I mean, if we took greed out of the picture, if we took bigotry out of the picture, if we took judgment out of the picture, then the world would be a more loving place. We would be sharing resources. We would be elevating each other to give our spiritual gifts and talents. It would be a truly joyous, exhilarating place to live. Now, we all can change ourselves. We all can become more generous. We all can become more thoughtful, more kind, more compassionate. Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of committed individuals can change the world. Indeed, she says, it is the only thing that ever has. So the invitation is to step into a new way of being in the world. And by the way, I say this, it's not easy to do. It's also not like putting your head in the sand. I mean, we know, I know, all you have to do is turn on the news for half an hour and you will see that what I'm talking about is a far cry from what's actually showing up in the world. But nothing different can show up in the world until we're different. I mean, we can't expect a world of sharing and generosity and kindness and compassion and support if we don't display those qualities, those spiritual qualities in our own lives with our families, our spouses, our bosses, the people we don't like, the people who rub us the wrong way. I mean, our job is to soften our edges, to allow ourselves to feel the sameness of us. You know, I promise you, a mother in India with her children, or a mother in America with her children, or a mother in Egypt with her children, the love between mothers and children is the same in every country, in any country. So we are the same. Forget about the differences. You know, if even the people, even those who are not living by the spiritual principle of inclusivity, oneness, and unconditional love, even if they are the ones who are dropping bombs or doing harm, do not be fooled into thinking that they are a rogue zebra. They are not a rogue zebra. They're just a zebra who doesn't know what it really is. So those among us who do harm to themselves, the planet, or to others simply does not know that they're the same, that we are one. They do not know the value of being a spiritual revolutionary. And I'm not talking about a religious revolutionary. I'm talking about identifying yourself as a being made out of unconditional love for the purpose of giving that away. So before we meditate, I'll share one last quote by Rumi. He said, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. And who among us does not want to change the world? And who among us, some of us think we can, right? Or go out and muscle our way through, and some of us will successfully enter into politics or education or healthcare, and we might actually make an impact there. But Rumi says, today, though, I am wise, so I am changing myself, hanging myself. So, so let us move into our meditation. And perhaps this can be our mantra. I lean into the awareness that all people are my brothers and sisters and all creatures my relatives. And let our meditation be about seeing how much of the world we can let into our space, how much of your neighborhood, how much of your city, how much of the people you're arguing with. See if we can forget all about that. Let it just sit where it is, and instead cultivate within ourselves this experience of oneness, this experience of unity, which then leads to the beloved community where there is no one walking around who cannot and is not already a friend. And I guarantee you, if you could come from that place, you would find friends everywhere. You would find support everywhere. You would find your life unfolding with ease and grace because we are connected in consciousness. And when you walk into somebody's space and you're filled with respect and dignity and love, they're going to want to be with you. They're going to want to help you. So rather than being alone and lonely, we can be surrounded and buoyed by all the other zebras around us. Yes? All right. So I'm going to put on some music, and I can't talk when the music is playing because it gets funny. So I'm going to take us into meditation. We'll be there for about 10 minutes or so, and then I will bring us out. So get ready to turn within. Just take a moment and take a few deep, satisfying in-breaths, because these in-breaths, without breath, there's no life. Breath is life, chi, it's energy. So you want to become aware of the energy you're taking in and the energy you're letting out. So take in peace, breathe out love for just about 10 minutes. And if your mind wanders, there's no right way to do this. If your mind wanders or you get restless, just take another deep breath. And you can open your eyes and look at the mantra. I lean into the awareness that all people are my brothers and sisters and all creatures my relatives. And so I'm going to put our music on for about 10 minutes, and then I will come back and speak a word of blessing onto our week. You can adjust your volume if you need to. So taking a deep breath, slowly bring your attention back, but stay soft for a moment while I speak a word, a closing prayer, a prayer not asking a reluctant deity to do anything for us, but simply to recognize and to get on board with what is already happening. We are already connected. We are already worthy. We're already valued. We're already in a sea of unity and oneness and togetherness. It's the way it's designed. And so the word, what I know for each and every one of us, is that we move into our week willing to make eye contact, willing to give a compliment, willing to smile at a stranger, willing to drop some ancient grudge, willing to see that we are maintained and sustained, guided, guarded, protected, and cherished by that intelligence which created everything. Every zebra, every human, every butterfly, that we are on a web of connection, and whatever happens on that web happens to everyone. And so I know that we're willing to be spiritual revolutionaries, even if it's not popular, that we don't have to argue, we don't have to judge, we don't have to be mad, that we can choose peace as our path. And so how blessed we are to spend a few moments to remind ourselves of our true identity, which in turn reminds us of the identity of others, and that we can move in the world with so much gentleness and compassion. And so knowing that this week brings you miracles and healing, I'm grateful. And so taking a deep collective community in-breath and exhaling that breath together, we simply just accept this for ourselves and each other by saying, and so it is. Amen. All right, beloveds, I will see you next Sunday. Our topic is going to be authentic happiness, based on another chapter in Dr. Michael's book. And I look forward to it. So I will see you next Sunday on Sunday Night Alive at 6 p.m. Between now and then, I see you safe, I see you happy, and I see you peaceful. God bless you.